Alrighty. G'day everybody. Welcome back to Pint Party, the Pint Party Twitch stream. I still have to figure out a bloody way to introduce this, but we're back, and today we're crossing the second half of the river. We're building out over here today. We're probably not going to get, we won't be getting all the way across. I mean, you saw how long it took us just to do this half of the map. I mean, part of that is like we were learning, we're still like figuring out how to do things. Cool, we're making money, that's nice. We're still figuring out how to do things and work things out, and now we're pretty confident with what we're doing. Not to mention there's a lot more like, this half of the map has a lot larger like flat areas, and the areas that aren't flat typically like seem to plateau pretty nicely, with the exception of this area over here. But other than that, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, there's some nice little lakes as well, which will boost some property value. So we'll probably build like some residential there, and I know we're going to build, like, this is going to be a big residential neighborhood over here because we've got the statue there. And then we've got our industrial district over here, and we're going to build some commercial along here to create a buffer zone. But before we do any of that, I think the very, very, very first thing I should do is what I forgot to do yesterday, which is bloody put in signs, which was something I was going to do because for the reasons I outlined like right at the start of the stream. So the question is though, where do I put the sign? Because I don't want to just put it like anywhere. I want it to look like it belongs in that spot. And I suppose it should go like somewhere on the side of a hill, just so that it doesn't look like it's like poking right through a building. Oh, okay. Got a little bit of lag there. It seems to happen like right at the start, like when because I mean, I fire up this and then I start the stream, and so like everything you've ever seen me do in this city, I've done live here on Twitch. So like it just seems to like want to lag out right at the beginning, and then after that it doesn't seem to be a problem. I think this is going to be the best spot to put a sign. So if I do that, should be able to put it right there. Okay, enter sign text. So this will be Northern Hills. What did we call this? The Northern Mountains. I think this is the Northern Mountains because it is a bit more. It's a bit more mountainous. So these will be the Northern Mountains. Done. And there's our sign. And the sign kind of scales with how far out and how far in you go. Ooh. Another one. Nice. Okay. It's difficult enough for me to... Yeah, hang on. Can I go to... Oh, okay. And we got another... Oh, hit 60,000. School for Management. Direction. Swarms of settlers, including biochemists, to which the mayor has shown particular sensitivity. Oh, okay, right. We get a military base. That's right. We can get a military base. See, okay, so the problem with a military base is you have zero control over where it goes. The game picks where it's going to put a military base. Yeah. Your nation's ability in building a base in your city's soils can mean extra revenues. It could also raise new problems. Do you grant land to the military? Yes, no. See, the problem is if you say yes, they'll just build wherever they bloody like, and that can really mess up like your city's design. And the thing is, I've never noticed for it to bring in extra revenue. In fact, if they decide to build like right there on that hill, it's stuffed because again, a military base is like a port or an airport. It needs a set number of squares that are all flat with road connections and power and all of it to make it work. And if it doesn't have any of that, it won't build. Or at least certain squares won't get built on. So you'll have awkward squares. Some will have little like barracks on them, some won't, and things like that. If you're on a completely flat map, it's like not a problem. It's like if you're on a completely flat map, it's like, oh, okay, screw it. You can just build wherever you bloody like, and then we can figure it out from there. But on an organic map like this, it's kind of a problem. Because the computer's not smart enough to look at this and go, I shouldn't build there. It might just randomly decide that's where I'm going to build. So I'm going to say no, because if it does build there and it doesn't build up, if it doesn't fully build itself out, you're not making any extra money. In fact, it's going to cost you money because you can't dezone it. You can't dezone it. You can't demolish it. You can't get rid of it. It's just a piece of land you cannot touch. You cannot edit in any way, shape, or form. So we're not going to do that. We're going to say no. And the other thing as well, like with military, I think it does lower the crime rate though. Like I'm pretty sure because I think soldier sims are like disciplined and stuff. So they don't muck with your town. Okay, I think over here I might put the sign. I might as well put it like. I'm gonna put it like there. Would that be a good spot? I reckon it will be. And this will be the Southern Hills. Southern Hills. Yeah, that looks good right there. There we go. So we've got the Northern Mountains, we've got the Southern Hills, and then we've got our sort of Central Valley. Where do we want to put a sign in for there? I suppose right there is a good... Yeah, but I don't want to... I love... That building looks sick. Holy moly. This is why I love SimCity 2000. Honestly, it's the design. Like, it just looks good. Like, SimCity 3000 looked alright when they went full 3D. It was like, yeah, it looks alright. But it didn't... I mean, for me, it was sort of like... Going from 2D to 3D didn't help the game, really, in any way. And like, SimCity... I mean, besides making it easier, like, there was some quality of life improvements. Like, you can see, like, we're pretty locked into how we move around. But like SimCity 3000, you know, obviously doesn't have that problem because it's all 3D models and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't feel like it was enough of an improvement to like really have the game. We could put oh no, we'll build it right there. That's where we'll put our sign. Central Valley. God, I hope I'm spelling these right, because there is no spell checker in this game, and if you mess it... In fact, I'm pretty sure I just misspelled that. Yeah, spelling's not my thing. I'm not very good at it. Oh, here we go. Is that kind of lower again? I think we're about to watch it transit, which would be good. There it goes. Yeah, you can see, like, it's just... The bridge is raised, it's not going under it, it's going right through it. And then it should now lower down. There it goes. One at a time. I didn't realize it did it in two separate halves. I always thought it did it all at once. Oh, right, yeah, and then it gets a bit glitchy. You kind of have to just sort of, like, look away. It's like, okay, that's it. Now we're looking away now. All right. It's like the guy from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I can't turn invisible if you're all watching me. It's like, you know, I can't lower my bridge if you're all watching me. So we have to, like, go away and, like, let it reset. Anyway, so now that we've done that, that's good. I'm positive I misspelled that, but screw it. I don't even know if you can delete the sign. Can we change that sign? I click on that again. Oh, I can. I'm pretty sure it's CENTERAL. Val. Alright. Central. No, Central. Whatever. I'll look it up, and if it's wrong, I'll change it. But that's all the signage will do, because this side we don't really know what we're going to kind of call this. I don't know what this half is going to have. Oh, nope. No. If I just do that, it should, yeah. If you leave it blank, it'll get rid of it. Cool. So, now that we've done that, though, I think that's pretty good. How much cash we got? We got a fair bit of cash. I'm going to do some work on these trees here, just because it's good. It's a nice thing to do. Oh yeah, right. So SimCity 3000, like 2000, it just looks really nice. Like I really like the aesthetic. I love the look of all the buildings. And SimCity 3000 just didn't have, I don't know, it just didn't look that good to me. It just, like, it being, like, it was like, oh, look, but it's in 3D. And it was like, yeah, but that's not enough of a gimmick for me to get into it. Especially because, like, by the time, like, when 3000 was out, there were other 3D games out. Like, the fact that something was 3D had lost its luster as a gimmick. And, like, having a city builder in 3D wasn't enough of a gimmick to justify it for me, because that's kind of not why I played 2000. It wasn't because it was, like, super graphically advanced. I like the pixely graphics. And that's it. But, like, for me, what it's all about is, like, city management. That's always the bit. Like, that's why you get into a city builder. I mean, I reckon you could probably build a city builder that looks like Dwarf Fortress. I'm talking like no graphical mods. I'm talking like OG Dwarf Fortress. You could build something that looks like that, and I guarantee. And if the city management in it is good enough, people will play it. I guarantee it. I'll probably play it. So there we go, fleshing all of that out. And yeah, so like subsequent games ever since just haven't really done it for me in that same way. Like even and that's just in SimCity. Like even City Skylines for like, I mean, its city management stuff is fantastic. Like they took being 3D and like just made it its whole own thing. It was sort of like, you can build roads any which way you like, and you can build all sorts of crazy stuff. And taking full advantage of being 3D was great. Like, okay, cool. Like, it kind of justifies it at that point, but like they don't really justify it in later SimCity games. It's like, they do the build the bendy roads thing in SimCity 5, and that's cool. It's sort of like, okay, but that took you how many games to get to that point? And I mean, I get it. Like, people expect 3D these days as well, I guess. But you know what? I really reckon if somebody was like, we like SimCity 2000, we're just going to make another one of these, but like, we're going to do our own thing. We're going to make our own looking buildings and stuff like that. I'd play the crap out of that, right? Even with some modern quality of life improvements. Like, I think bringing in some of the features, some of the management features of later SimCities, like placement of police stations is important. Placement of hospitals is important. They have to be in certain areas and stuff like that. Like that, all of that. Yeah, absolutely. The fact that you could cheese that in SimCity 2000 is kind of like, it's convenient when you're first learning the game. But after that, it just sort of becomes like, why do it? Like, why not just challenge yourself and find places to put, police stations and hospitals and stuff. So that bus station, though, looks like it's done a pretty good job. Because, look, the traffic there is really bad. And the traffic here should be all equally as bad, but it's not. And then this road's pretty much empty because I think that bus is just going phew all along there. And then where did I put the other one? Right there. And the traffic there is all good. So I think we're pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with the way the traffic's being managed there. That's pretty good. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. But again, I'm just going to wait for an opportunity to present itself. But let's get going. So let's look at our demand. So industrial's like kind of on the way out. But commercial and residential are high. So do I want to start building the commercial district now, or do I want to build a little bit more industrial? The reason why I'd want to build more industrial is just to give me a better idea of where road placement is, to figure out my connections into this commercial area up here. Oh, and I've got a little bit of space in the back there, just behind the power plant. Do I want to throw in some wind turbines? Just cause. And given that power is going to kind of be an issue, probably that's not the worst idea in the world, I think. No, not at all. Alright, cool. That'll work. Just, throwing in extra, couple of megawatts into the grid. So now total of our is 404 megawatts. So that's 2 of these. We've got of wind turbines, which is great. Actually, how many of that is there? 101. See, 101 wind generators. That's what I mean. Like, in order to do an entire city, it's... Oh. Alright, that's a misclick. Alright. Misclicking is, like, the bane of my existence. Because my mouse is, like... it's a cheap... I'm using a cheap mouse at the moment, because I'm still saving up to buy another... Like, I used to have a really nice Razer Naga, which I bought. I actually didn't... I technically didn't pay for, because I bought it with frequent flyer points, which I earned through plane tickets that I didn't pay for, that my work paid for them at the time. So I just had a free Razer Naga mouse. But damn, it was a good mouse. Oh, I miss that mouse. Oh, it was so good. As far as, like... Just in terms of, like... Not even in terms of, like, gaming mice, but just in terms of, like, mice in general. I think I am going to go industrial. But, like, just in terms of mice in general, oh my god, what a good mouse it was. Just because, like, the big thing was, for me, was that it was good for gaming. It's a Razer mouse. It was rock solid. It had, low response times and blah, 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 all that good stuff, like low latency and anti-ghosting and all that stuff. And it had the extra side buttons, which you could program in for your macros and things like that. But honestly, I didn't use it as much for, like, I didn't fully use it as a gaming mouse. What I use it as a productivity mouse. Like, at the time, I was a video editor, and doing video editing on it was unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Can I build out an entire grid? Could I just, like, if I skip that road... No, I'm going to keep it like this. But yeah, just using it as a productivity mouse was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. Because I would program in all of my Adobe Premiere shortcuts into it and just get things done. Just get at the time, it's funny. Like, I've heard Taryn on Lightest Tech Tips talk about using macros and stuff in his video, and he's like the macro king. Like, I had 12 extra buttons and I still didn't fill them all with macros, and he's got like 4 keyboards just for macros. Right. But the way it's funny, like the way he talked about it was he talked about it in terms of being a speedrunner. And I thought about it in terms of StarCraft. So I thought about it in terms of APM, like actions per minute. And like, even like if something, you know, pressing a button on the side of a mouse as opposed to pressing, say, control whatever, might save me a second, because I knew, you know, especially like, okay, let's say control S. Let's use save, for example. So control S, and that's 2 buttons, and you can do it all with one hand, and with, you know, muscle memory, you can do it super, super quick. But with a mouse, you can do that in say half a second as opposed to 1 second. And over the course of 8 hours, right, over one working day, makes a huge difference. Like, the amount of time you save, and therefore the amount of, like, because you're saving more time, you're able to get much, much, much more work done. And so, yeah, you save time, therefore you can get more work done, you increase your productivity, and then your boss is really happy because they're like, wow, you work really fast, we like that. Especially as a video editor, like, speed is the name of the game. Like, oh boy, you know, that's probably why I never got into professional speedrunning. It's sort of like, because I'm a video editor, like, that's just my life. Rightio. So, not sure what to do about this corner. I could just build a road across and just not, because I don't want to do anything too janky up here. I'm going to build a road there. In fact, if I built my road there, I can build some more industrial, like, right there, and fully saturate that. Why did I... Oh, because I'm going to keep that for a road, I think is what was in my head for that one. But that's pretty useless there. And then I can build roads up there. Yeah. Yeah, because my plan is I'm going to have a commercial district here. And I think what I might do is put another commercial district here, and then have our residential, and that'll all work out really nicely. But I'm wondering about bus placement. I don't think we need a bus stop here. I think once we build into, I think we'll put one in each of our commercial districts, but I don't think we need one for residential. I think for industrial, because we've already got one there, and I think that'll handle it quite nicely. Now, what do I want to do about back here? Let's see. I think I might continue on with the same gimmick. So if I just go 3... Can I do 3x3? I can. Yes. Okay, cool. And then we'll build our road. And that mostly works. And then that gives us some room to put in some more stuff. Ooh. I'm going to put a water tower there. Just because I looked and I went, oh, 2x2, that's perfect. And immediately my brain went, bus stop. And I went, nah, hang on a minute. We could put in something else there. And then the next thought was library. And I'm like, why do I want to put a library in an industrial area? Like, that doesn't really make any sense. Especially because, like, if I want to put a library around here, and realistically, I probably should. Actually, do I want to put one up here? How do I get a road there, though? Because I think that's where I'm going to build a road. Yes, that is exactly right in the middle of where I'm going to build my road. I can bring it forward a bit, but then I'm taking up some valuable residential property. But not if I put it like here. Here I'm not. Nah, but I am because I gotta build around. Yeah, nah. But I'm gonna definitely put a library over here, and I'll probably build like a museum over here, just because like this big flat area, there'll be room for a museum. But over here, there's some big flat areas like right there. Let's stick with that. We'll build a library there, and we'll build a museum here. That's the way to go. Okay, so and I've zoned that all light. I have because it's what it's defaulted to, and I don't want that. I want dense. So let's just undo everything we just did. Cool. And then we go dense. Okay, so now I'm just trying to remember what I did. So for some reason, I did it like that, which is fine. And then over here, I'm going to go all the way across, like so. And then I did 1, 2, 3. Did 3 there, and I think I did 3 there. And then I did 3 here and 3 here, and I left that square blank. I can do 3 there, and then you put in kind of like so. And I might just do that, and then leave that. Well, no, because we've got some blank there. Okay, all right. So now we're back to where we started. All right, and that should, that fills that in quite nicely. Although, do I want to just like give it up and build a road there? I might do that actually. It's a bit of a nothing area. And then I just build my road up, and then because we'll definitely need a connection from here to here, and I think doing this is gonna like sort that right out. Having this road here, which means it just gives everything connections. Right. I think that's gonna be that. That's gonna be that industrial area pretty much sorted. We'll just need to power and water it. So let's go. Oh, yeah, power lines. Bzz. So we'll go buzz, buzz. Right, and then we'll just create power going across to there. And now we just got to water it all with some pipes, and we got to run pipes. We were running pipes under the road, weren't we? So we'll build a pipe there, and that should all be hooked up. And then we'll build a pipe under there, and that hooks both them sides up. Run a pipe along there. In fact, I'm going to run a pipe to here, because I want a pipe under there. I want a pipe under here. Oh, come on. See, if you've already built a pipe somewhere, it won't let you build from that point. Okay, there we go. So that's just like in future, and that'll get, I should get water running into it. Is that pipe not connected? Now it's connected, so now there should be water running through it. And then I think we can build a pipe there. Yes. And that should water all of that quite nicely. Okay. And then we will need to build pipes. See, actually no, because we can run our water from there. Oh, no, we can build a pipe up from it. What the heck is that? What did I put there? Roads? There's nothing there. But there are some pipes there. Oh, I know what that's from. That's from the windmill we misclicked. That's right. You delete the thing, but the pipes stay there. Right, okay. Yeah, they're the ghost pipes. Right, okay. That's just a quirk of the game. It'll leave those pipes there and be like, remember that time you put a thing there by accident? Yeah, I did. Thanks, video game. So what do I want to do now? I want to try and figure out a way to build... So I can build a road. Got my road tool selected. I can build a road just straight across, can't I? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's perfect too. Alright, sweet. That gives us ample oodles and oodles of room to build. I'm I'm going to put my museum there because, like, I don't think museums, I don't think really need roads. I think, if memory serves. So if I can just put it there. Does need power. That'll complain. It'll complain. It'll say, I don't know power and water. It's like, yeah, that's okay. So neither does anybody else in this area. Now, if I go, how far? Yeah. So I could build a road to it, though. Well, I mean, I can. I can just connect a road from there, can't I? And that gives us then an extra square to play with. Actually gives us this whole thing too, because we wouldn't have been able to build here. So that's actually exactly what I want to do. And then I might connect the two to get... Wait, can I connect up here? Yeah, that works. All right, sweet. Yeah, that works even better. Cool. That gives me all the room for all of the activities. Nice. And that gives us a really, really nice commercial area, like so. And I'll probably throw a water pump or something there. What was I going to put there? I had an idea. I was like, I'll put something there. That wasn't wind power, but why? I'm just going to put wind power there. I might throw a water pump up there, though. And then we could probably... we could make a wind farm. We could do, like, a proper dedicated... Oh, but we've got kind of a dedicated one, like, over here. Like, we don't need another one. And I like the idea of having the wind farms kind of spread out across the map. That's a really nice way of doing it. Actually, and the advantage now of having that wind farm there is, bang, instant access to power. So now that'll get powered, and that powers that whole commercial area, which is fantastic. Why is it complaining about not getting power? It should be getting power. Unless it's being slow. It might just be being slow. Is it being slow? Yeah, it's just being slow. Okay. Let's go back over to here now. As far as... See, connections up the hill go. That's that. And then we can build another one up here. Like so. And that gives us our connection around, which means we've got a little bit of space here to build some more commercial. And let's get a power line going. In fact, let's get this watered, because then while we're building out, this can all get started on its construction. So if I run a pipe to there, and then we'll run a pipe up there. Oh, look, it's already started its construction, actually. I'm just going to build that all the way across, because that's just the easiest way to do it. And then we'll build our pipe to there, so that, because the residential district I mean, it's going to need water too, and that's going to be our connection out. And that should water everything here as well as everything here, because the pipe goes to there and then under the road. But it still needs power. Not to power there. Look at that. See, it's very quickly, like, demand for commercial is high. So they want to build there. And we'll build that. And then, ooh, we did want to put in a bus stop, didn't we? This road is going to get busy AF. So that's probably where we want to build our road. Our bus stop is somewhere along that road. But do we want to do it right now? Just because the traffic's not there, and I'd rather not pay the maintenance fee. Enjoy my thinking face, everyone. Apparently my thinking faces are like really like rubber facey, so enjoy that. For the brief moments where my thinking face is fully engaged until my brain reminds me, hey, by the way, everybody on the internet can see your face. Well, that's our natural up all the way. Yeah, dope. And that brings us all the way up to there. Do I want to put some... Ooh. Do I want to put a stadium up there? That'd be kind of sick. Hilltop Stadium? Oh my god. That's such a gimmick. I gotta do it, even though it's expensive. Oh, that's expensive. Oh, that's so expensive. No, I can't build it on the edge of the map, I don't think, and I don't want to anyway. Where do I want to put it, though? Kind of there, I suppose. Like, I want it to be as far back as possible, just to give me room for roads. Yeah. Okay. So we've got the Pint Pals. We've already got a football stadium. I don't want to build another football stadium. Do we want to have... So we got a footy stadium. I suppose because we're Aussies, it'd better be cricket or rugby. Nah, you know what? Like, no, I don't want cricket. No, I don't want cricket. Oh my god. No, oh well, I guess we're building a cricket stadium. I guess I want it. Yeah, no, nope. It's a cricket stadium now. Okay. So what do we want to call it then? Let's see, because we got the Pint Pals. What do we want to call the cricket? I suppose we'll call it. Yeah, you know what? Okay, here we go. We'll call it the Gimmick Gang. There we go. So we got the Pint Pals and the Gimmick Gang. The Party Town Gimmick Gang, the Party Town Pint Pals. Alrighty, boom. But as you can see, look, it's a cricket stadium, and it's still, gridiron. That's just how that is. Oh, that was expensive. That was probably more money than I should have spent. But whatever. You know, for the gimmick, it was worth it. Ooh, and we can now build a connection. If I build that all the way along. Nope, we can't do it there. We can build a connection to our neighbor over here, which, have we done that yet? Did we do that over here? No, we didn't. Why not? Oh my god. First thing I'm going to do right now. I thought we'd be pretty much done here, but we're not. Yes, build a connection to our neighbor. Oh my god. That was insane. I can't believe we didn't do that. We should be able to build a connection to our neighbor there too. There we go. And when people come into Oak Creek, they can drive past our stadium and relish in like how awesome we are at cricket. They look at the home of the Party Town Gimmick Gang. Alright. I promise the next stadium we build will be a rugby stadium then. Just so that we have all of them. Alright. But that's gonna be another commercial district as well. 1, 2, 3, and that's 1, so that's 2, 3 from that road. That should all be good, and we're gonna build a road down that way. That'll be that connection. And that's gonna be road 3 to there. 1, 2, 3. 3, and then that can all be that. Do I want to put a bus station actually right there? I was thinking about building it along this road, but this road's going to get pretty busy too. And that puts it closer to this sort of intersection. See, I can build commercial there. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, I think I can do. So, yeah, actually, I will do that. I will ditch that, and we'll put a bus depot right there. Because that's going to sort that area out, and that's ideally what we want. And we need more schools. But I want to put schools in a residential area, yeah, so I'm not going to worry about that for now. Actually, can we... Oh, no, we're about to, click over. Here we go. So, education. We need more adequately funded grade schools. Healthcare is good. Fireys are good. Coppers are happy. Yeah, so we just need more schools, which, yeah, fine. Actually, let's have a look at education. So, I mean, that's going up. I mean, it was at 98. It was at 92 when we started seriously looking at this, and now it's went to 98. Now we're at 101. So, I mean, the trend is positive. How's our health? So the life expectancy is 69. Our health system is working perfectly. Yes. Party Town, that's it. After 69, you don't need to live in... No, that's not true. 60, yeah, nice. All right, cool. I should take a picture of that and send it to Dave. He'd get a kick out of it. I'll do that after the stream, because that's funny. Okay. Let's start getting power over here, because we can. Buzz, and then buzz, and then buzz, and that's power all the way up to there, and that'll give the stadium power, and then we can power ourselves all the way back to here, and then I'm going to put in a water pump right here, and that will then power that. Well, I can run power across from there too, just to make sure that there's I like to have more than one way for power to reach an area. Just I don't want to build just a one circuit around. I want to have Like, okay, there's that circuit, but then there's another circuit that also links up so that, like, even though I don't play with disasters on, I always prepare to have disasters on. Because you never know, we might turn disasters on just for a laugh once we've fully built out the city and we've got like $1 billion to play with. Like, why not? We'll just start blowing stuff up. Okay, that can go to there. In fact, I think we can actually maximize. I think Dave's ears were burning because I just heard I got a snap, and I guarantee that there is basically the only person who actually sends me snaps is Dave. He's the only person that does it. Occasionally, very occasionally, I'll get a snap from either Michael or Ricky. And usually it's more often it's Michael, but only when he goes to a concert. So, which means he's not sending me snaps at the moment. And then Ricky sends them very occasionally, but when he does, they're worth it. Like he uses Snapchat sparingly, but like when he does, it's worth tuning in for it. Put a water pump there. That was that plan for that spot, and all the commercials building up quite nicely. Yep, and look at that traffic starting to really flow in. That bus stop should start kind of doing its job. Do I want to flesh out here right now, or do I want to put a school there? Just to maximize on the amount of housing I can have here. Nah, because there's enough room here for me to build a proper grid. Like what we did for the industrial district over here. So I may as well do that. And I think a school uses the same footprint. Hang on a minute. No, go away. School. Yeah, it is. It's 3x3. So we can just do that, and that's solved. All right. So then now we'll put more commercial in here. We'll just take advantage of the space that we have. Like that. And then we'll see, we got some space. Actually, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Could we technically put something there? 1, 2. We could put 1 there. I think that'll build because it's 3 from this road. Yeah. And then we'll throw a water pump behind it. That'll be cool. Yeah. And then we'll just keep building out along here and here. And none of that. Well, that's got electricity, but that doesn't. But now it does. Okay. Oh, water! Oh my god, we didn't run pipes up here. All of this is unwatered. Now it isn't. Now there'll be water going. Right, and that water pump that we just put in. There we go. Oh, because it's got no power, so it won't be pumping no water. And we ran a pipe up here. Good. So we'll connect that around, and that'll run all the water for here and all the way next to it. It'll do all the water for here. 1, 2, 3. And then got this sort of... Oh, no, not quite. It's just a bit awkward. So if I put a road... Oh, no, not a bus depot. I'd like a road, please. There we go. And then... do I want to put commercial there? No, I kind of want to put... You know what? No, I don't want to put I thought about putting a library there just because that's a nice little nook, but... I want to put the library over here. I want it to be close to the residential area, but still being in a commercial area. So... Could put a bus stop there. Because when this all builds out, that's going to get busy. But I think that bus stop is kind of taking care of this area. How big are the big parks? Yeah, they're 3x3. And zoos are huge. Stadiums are huge. We've got a golf stadium right there. And then marinas, there's no water. Yeah, no. So... No, I don't want to put No, you know what then? Just because we can, we'll put a water treatment plant here. Because we need another one in kind of... Oh my god, I could put one right there actually. That is exactly what I should put in that little spot. I will put it there, and we're going to ditch that one. Because it's industrial, it should be in an industrial area, so yeah. So what do we want to put there then? Let's put a water tower there then. I like having water towers around, and then we can surround it with commercial. So we got Oh my god, yeah, you know what? I keep changing my mind. All the time. I'm like, oh no, you know what? Let's do this, let's do that. But that's okay. We got the money to do it, so like, why not? We'll put it there, and then we'll put some commercial around it. That is exactly perfect. Yeah, I think they're going to see. Yeah, we still need more grade schools, but like, how's everybody else going? Everybody else should still be happy because I don't think we've actually like grown that much. Damn, they just keep doing that. That's sick. Oh, okay. Which one? Oh, that's the expensive one, but that's okay because we're taking full advantage of it. Let's pause. Hang on, I'm just going to finish my thought here. I want that, and then I want that. Yeah, okay. And then it needs electricity, which we can get from somewhere, like right here. But how does that get electricity, John? It's good. Nope. That's not what I wanted. That's not going to help at all. But it kind of helps. If I do that. If I put a water pump there, actually, if I fill that with water pumps, because I can't put a road. Well, I could put a road there. No, I really couldn't, because that's not gonna. Yeah, that's just awkward. So no, that's not gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna bother with that. So we'll probably put a little bit of that there, and then put some water pumps along here, like so, and then just a little wee park there, and but now it won't transmit power. Okay, yeah. It's alright, we'll just switch them around, and that'll solve. So we'll put the water pump there, and we will put the small park there, and that means that power can transmit down that way, to there, and to there, and that solves that power problem. Okay, eventually, because all of this needs to build out in order for that to work. Okay, but nobody's going to have any power until we go over here and we start dealing with this. So, what are we at with it? 55% of capacity. Wow. Okay, not bad. Oh, because we linked the two grids in. So there's 400 coming off of the coal plants across the river, and that's some of that, of course, is flowing out to here. And then, so what's 50? So that's 700 megawatts. So yeah, all right, cool. And yeah, and we got the cash, and I think we'll just keep in with the microwave power. I think that's the good idea. So we'll do this, and then power plant, microwave, and it's expensive but worth it. All right. So now the world keeps ticking over. Cool. All right. Damn, them trees look really good. Look at that. Just look how good that looks. Oh, man. Alrighty. So let's head back. Where were we? Whoa, that's a lot of traffic there. Oh, wait. I think that's a industrial. Here it is. Industrial thingamajig. I love that. Like, just some of it's just like, no joke. It's just called a thingamajig. Oh, my God. That is sick. Okay. Ooh, hey, the traffic's kind of eased up. Traffic here's kind of crazy, though. It might be worth putting a bus stop around here, actually. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the best spots for, like, bus stop placement is just not my thought. Anyway, let's just keep working over here. So we've got that all commercialed up, which is quite nice, and then it'll eventually grow in. We'll throw a road here, because that can run all the way down the hill, like so. And as a result, though, now we've got some more room for commercial. We'll build some commercial there, and we'll build a bit there, and there. And then 1, 2, and I think that's technically 3. to there, to there. And I think all of this can be commercial. I think so can that. And then getting power to it, though, is going to be a bit awkward. That's the angle I wanted. It's just I was looking at it from the wrong way. Okay. So obviously we run power that way, and that can, well, that might not be useful. That one. But how do we get power up to? If I do that, that gets power to there and there, so that solves that problem. Actually, if I do that, that solves kind of that electricity problem too. For that, but then how does this thing get power? I think if I just do that, that'll solve that problem. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hang on a minute. 1, 2. I reckon that'll get built if we do that. We do that. There we go. Cool. Yeah, that's gonna look kind of interesting. There's these little pockets. So then, what do we want to build kind of behind it? Just, do we want to put more water pumps in just so that we can shore up? I think that's what we'll do. Just to make sure that, yeah, because but then we got to figure out how to power them. Oh yeah, no, that's actually, we can actually absolutely power them. We can power that off of that and that. That'll all get powered. And then, do I want to do there? Yeah, actually, you know what? I will. Or do I want to put parks there? Yeah, I'd rather put. Or yeah, because we can. It all depends on if because that can transmit power to there. That'll transmit power. Yeah, I think let's figure out our power situation first. So that and that, and then that. And yeah, it's kind of janky, but that'll work eventually. Therefore that is therefore these are unnecessary, so we can ditch them and throw a couple parks in. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that kind of works. So we'll run a road all the way along there, because I think, let's get started on our residential district. So if I start from here, 3, 6, 9, yes I can, and then I can build a road all the way along here, and all the way along here, and then should go, so 3, 6, 9, and 6, 9, and then build our road over this way. Okay, and then we'll just fill that out. Ooh. It's not too bad. Just getting a notification that frames were dropping, and I don't think it's that bad. I think it's going okay. Yeah, no, we're okay. Alright, and then we will put a school in the middle. And that'll be our we need adequately funded grade schools, kind of like taken care of. Yeah, and then I suppose, for the rest of it, we can't build another, perfect grid. What the... What? Wow, they just... That is one keen dude. There's no electricity, there's no water, but there's a school. Which just hasn't got any power. I don't know where it's getting power from. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. It's got no power. I don't know. But they're like, yes, we're ahead of the curve. All right. Good moment, guys. Alrighty. Yeah, now you're like, we got no electricity. It's like, yeah, dude, because I'm still planning out the area. You just snapped that up right quick. You were just keen as a bean. Right. No, I do not want to build a house. I want that, and then I think that should all handle out quite nicely because this is our kind of like this is our primo real estate, really, isn't it? I might put a marina there. Although, do I want to put a marina right there just because it might be a bit too close to, yeah. Nah, I mean, why not? Yeah, why not? Okay, so we still have to figure all this out though because that's 3. So we may as well build our 3 there. And so that means we build a road here and here. And that means we can build housing along. Let's see, here's the thing, right? So let's actually put the housing in and figure it out from kind of there. Because that's, okay, so that's all good. With the current road, that is all good. So if I just do that, because this should all be housing and we should like saturate it as basically as much as we humanly can. Okay. Right. So that's a challenge. We've got to figure out roads that will accommodate all of this. If I just do that, kind of like so, to like there, I reckon, yeah, it's a little awkward. Oh, yep. I think we have to do that. We just have to have this one. Well, actually, no. Wait, why do we have to have a little awkward spot? Can we? I see why. Yeah, that's why we have to have a little awkward bit. All right, whatever. It looks awkward, but that's not the first time we've built an awkward road intersection to accommodate, riverfront property. Once we surround that with trees, like that's going to look sick with the statue there and everything. That's going to look great. Okay, again, we want to maximize on the river, the little lake here. How deep is that? Yeah, 50 feet deep. That's what I thought. It's not. So we want to maximize on this as much as we can. And that means doing that. Okay, so that road along there is just splendid. And that going to there, again, is just splendid. We can fill that in. Yeah, actually, because that handles that. So I can do that and fill that in with residential. And then, can that run all the way up that road? Yes, it can. Sweet. Cool, and that gives us like kind of an in and out while like minimizing traffic inside here to a degree. Ooh, but what do we do about here? That's just going to have to run like that. Which is a bit orcs, but that's what you got to do. Alrighty. So that should then... Well, okay, so I know this can be filled in. And I know that can be filled in, like so. I might throw a park in there or something. Throw a couple of parks in there or something, because that's just too awkward not to. It'll just look weird with some housing there. And I feel like that'd just be a really crap place to live anyway, but really nice place to have a park. So if I just do that, and it'll boost land values, and it looks pretty. So I think that's the way to do that. Dense residential, that up. And then we can do that from that road in there. I think we can do the same here. Yeah, that's pretty thoroughly saturating this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Educational services are adequate. Good. So that was, we just needed that school there. City needs more firemen. All right, that's fine. I can do that. Well, let's get power and water into here, and then we'll do that. So we'll just do that, and we'll do that, and yeah, that'll spread. Actually, yeah, it will. So that'll be fine. And then power there, and we'll put one in there just to give it more places to move. And that was all that's all commercial up there, isn't it? So let's keep that going, because then we'll build a power line to there, and that gives us power. Oh, look at that! There's all these extra little spots, these little nooks, which will need electricity. Yep, buzz. Okay, so how do we get power? Up there, just like that. That's how we're going to do it. Cool. All right, so now we got to water it. Oh, look at all of that traffic. Okay, we absolutely 100% should put a bus depot in, and I think I'm just going to build one like right there. I think is what, like, oh, should I put it next to the school because that's kind of cute. No, because that road's kind of crazy. So I think this is the spot where it needs to go. So we'll build a bus depot there, and then we're going to put in some pipes. So I think I'm running a pipe. I was running a pipe all the way down this. Oh, I ran a pipe up to here, so that should now. Yep, and then we'll run the pipe there, and we'll do it that way as well. Oh, right, and we build a pipe here, so we'll link that in. And then build a pipe across over to here, and that waters everything there. And then we'll build one to like here, and all the way back up to here. All right, and so that should pretty much water everything around it as the pipes spread and propagate. I don't think... Does the statue need what? No, it really doesn't. The statue has pipes. No, the statue having pipes makes sense. I think the statue having pipes is so that, like, let's say I built the statue here, it wouldn't interfere with, like, being able to move water through that tile. I think is what it's for. But now that all that's... Yeah, look at that. So now that it's all powered and watered, housing is just going bananas. But they're still there. They were just like, we got in here. We're here now. We're completely off the grid. Just... I love SimCity. Like, we're completely off the grid, but it's... Oh, okay, so you got, like, solar panels there? No, don't got no solar panel. Do you use thermal energy? No, don't use thermal. Wind power? Nope, don't even have that. Wave power? Like, what? We're nowhere near water. Oh, okay. Speaking of which, we haven't even got water. What are you talking about? Yeah. Oh, so you must use a dry toilet. What's a dry toilet? We just crap out in the yard. All right. So, yeah, they're there and they're sticking to it. What's the property value there? It's like nothing. That's probably why they just went, we bought cheap. That's the that's the forward-thinking person right here. That's a forward-thinking person. They're like, we know that right now the land is worth next to nothing because it's got no power, it's got no water. But in like a year, what's this value here worth? Because this is powered water. It's 137 grand. Oh my god. Like, they're house flippers. I wonder if they're house flippers because that you could double your investment very quickly. Because that's getting close to double, and this is getting pretty close to double their investment. So that's going to go kind of crazy. Alrighty, and then that's it pretty built out. I just want to make sure that it all works. So I'm going to speed this up. Cool. Let's see what happens. Yep, so that's all coming in. Now they've finally got power and water. Oh my god, it's so bright. Oh, the sun must come up. No, it's 8 o'clock at night. Just finally we got lights that work. Oh, far out. I don't know why they sound like that. That's just who they sound like in my head. That's these people here. I love them. I love them very much. They're my favorite Sims in Party Town. They're the resilient Sims that this city needs. All right, so that's coming along quite nicely, and I'm not like, I mean, obviously that's because that's where the power is. We should be able to move power through there, and that'll get that built out, which means this should start building in. Yep, there it goes. Could put electricity there just to move more electricity through and get housing started over here. Okay, so that's all coming in. Yep, so then that's, yep. exactly as I predicted. That's all doing that. Yeah, industrial's kind of gone into a glut, but that's okay, because that means not all of this, yeah, this isn't all getting developed into, but like, I don't much care anyway. It's there when it wants all of this, like that'll go back up once all of this gets built out. So that's all going pretty nice. Making all the monies. I should check actually the ordinances, because we might want to throw in. We'll see if they've got any more recommendations for city ordinances. Shouldn't be. It'll probably be. Oh, that's not powered. Well, let's power it. There we go. Oh, it was going to get power from there. Oh well, that's all right. Okay, city ordinances. I have no advice at this time. We're spending elite dollars. Wait, will this tell me what it is? No, it won't. We could go nuclear-free zone, but I don't want to because we might swap out the coal plants for nuclear plants on this side of town. Don't really want to do legalized gambling. We're not desperate. We don't need the money. Annual carnival. I mean, they're kind of throwing parades in my honor as it is. I don't really need an annual carnival. Business advertising would probably be really, really worth doing. Because, you know, we're getting bigger. We've got entertainment districts. Hey, come on down to, you know, we've got tourism. Come on down to Party Town and come and watch the you know, if you're into footy, come and watch the Pint Pals. If you like cricket, come and watch the Gimmick gang. You know, dominate at the sport. There's a spot there for a water pump. Do that. There we go. And then we just got to pipe that in. Just like so. There we go. And that's now... Is the water going to flow? Oh, wow. There's a one there that we never... Oh, wow. These aren't watered. Oh, I thought they were. My bad, my dudes. Alrighty. That's, for some reason, not running flowing water. Now it is. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, right. That's looking pretty good. Oh, there's no electricity. That we do need a power line there. So, right. Might as well put one there too. So that'll all now get fleshed out quite nicely. Yep, there it goes, because our commercial demand is still up. So now we've unlocked a whole bunch of new commercial property, which is good. And then so the traffic here is really, really nice because the bus is doing its job. But that's going a bit crazy. And I think before, what I will do is, I reckon, because this is getting so dense, we might actually need 2 bus depots. You may not place it on these. Well, never mind then. Never mind. All right. Yep, forget that then. Okay, forget it. All right then. So that's all getting built. It's coming in. It's not coming in as fast as I thought it would. They all seem to be really taking their time. I suppose because it's building bigger buildings. Bigger buildings take extra time to build. We got the cash though. Let's start making it pretty though. Why not? Let's make it really look really pretty. Especially because this is crying out for trees. Oh my god. Right here? Yeah. That's just... Look at how barren that looks. So let's make it really nice and pretty. Alrighty. Putting in all of the trees. Oh, does that pause the simulation? Is it? Hang on a minute. If I go... No, we're at cheater mode. I think it is. It is technically pausing the simulation to put trees in. Okay. Alright, whatever. That's fine. Just fill that in. Alrighty. That's looking really nice now. That's looking so much better. That's just making heaps and heaps of difference. It really does. Throw in some trees. It's unbelievable. So throw some trees over there and over there. put some over here. Like so. Yeah, that looks good. And then once this gets built out some more, I'm going to put some trees. What should I put there, though? I really do think like a park right there would just be sick. That'd be like, how good would that spot be? Here we go. And then we'll run the pipe through the statue. Yeah. So that it gets water. There we go. That's a good way to make use of that. So yeah, that's going to look sick when it gets housing around it, and then we'll put trees all around it. Oh, it'll look so good. Ooh, we've got a little bit of room there. Yeah, I will put something there because we'll just put that there, and then we'll put some power lines. Yeah, that'll look good. All right, now the money's really starting to come in. So that's all building out, and then that's going to build there, which then will allow all of this to get built. Yeah. Should be able to put some trees. Can we put some trees on that block? No, we can't. Alrighty. Well, we can just do... If I just click a bunch, we can start putting some trees in. So you look at the difference that's already made. Right there. And it'll increase the property values, which will upgrade these buildings. That is the thing I liked about what was it? I think it was SimCity 4. I think had that. So like as the property value went up, the type of building that would get built there would change. Where that's kind of not. I mean, it is kind of a thing in 2000, but not to quite the same extent. Was it that, or was it City Skylines that did it? I think it was City Skylines that does it actually. Where like, yeah, the more valuable the land is, the nicer the house that gets built. Or the nicer like the building that gets built, and it doesn't matter whether it's. Well, I mean, residential is where it's most obvious, but like, it's still apparent with. Look at that nice little forest right there. That's just great. Oh, I'd love to live there. There we go. But no, I live on the other side of town because my property doesn't bring in any money. So my house doesn't bring in any money. So I made way for my Sims. I sacrificed my own comfort for my people. Yep. Alrighty. So that's all coming in. That's all. I don't know if that's going to get built. It should do. Should do, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Actually, and there's another spot right there that isn't getting built. And it might be because it is actually too far from a road. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's actually just too far from a road. But what are you gonna do? I could build some janky. Time running out. On the coal plant. Okay, well then let's pause this. Yeah, I could build like some really janky road, but it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I can just put a park there, and everybody likes a park, and it'll raise these property values, and like it'll just be a net benefit to everyone. Okay, but which one of these? So that one's still going. Right. Okay. This one needs replacing, but it's at 63% of capacity. So the question is, do we want to keep it, or do we want to swap it out for a nuclear plant? Because we've just built a huge new development of commercial and residential, and yeah, you can see this is all starting to get fleshed out. Is that even watered? Yeah, okay. All right, it's just there's an industrial glut, so it's sort of like we built and then we realized that nobody wanted to work here, so we just left it abandoned. That's fine. So that's all going to slowly build out too, and over here as like that demand goes back up. So the power draw is going to increase a lot as time goes on. So that means Yeah, I think. So what is it at? That's at 63, and that's at 64. So if it was just one, that's like 128 odd percent of capacity, which is 450 odd megawatts. This is the kind of hardcore like gamer stream that you watch, right? This is like the ultimate pro gamer challenge. Can John do mathematics in his head? Um, so I think it is worth it. I think it'll be worth the investment. So I mean, no matter what, we got to delete this. So let's get rid of it. We know it's sitting at 60%, so we'll just do that. Clean all the rubble up, and look at power plants. So the question is the power requirement that I'm building out now gonna? Because I think it'll at least double. So that'll go from like 60. So if I put a coal power plant in, it's like we're gonna have power problems before it needs replacing. So I think going nuclear, like going for something other than coal, is kind of an obvious like no brainer. But should I put in a nuclear plant, or is that going to get saturated before it needs replacing? Because it's only adding an extra 300 megawatts. But extra 300 megawatts, like, or like, is my power requirement going to double or triple? Because if it triples, then nuclear again will be saturated before it needs replacing, and we'll have to upgrade anyway. But keeping in mind that we've still got a lot of overhead on microwave power because we've got them linked, we've got our grids linked, and we've got so that's because that's only sitting at 50% of capacity, so there's still room there for it to grow, and then we add into the extra 300 megawatts into the grid, and then by the time the other coal plant needs replacing, which will only be in 20 years, not in 50 years, if the nuclear plant does get saturated, if I am betting wrong, then we can just throw another nuclear plant in, and that will for sure kind of tide us over until the first nuclear plant, the one I think we'll put this one in now. By the time this needs replacing, if the second coal plant, which we turn into a nuclear plant, gets saturated, then we can go microwave, and we'll have the cash for it by then as well. Or we might even ditch both and go fusion at that point, because actually, what is the jump between fusion and microwave? Because we might want to put a fusion plant in pretty soon. So from 1600 to 2500. So it's a 900 megawatt jump for a little under twice the price. But if I put in two microwaves, that is 2 and 2 is 4, 8 and 8 is 16. So 40 plus 16 is 56,000 as a but what I get for 56 grand is 3,200 megawatts, because that's, I think, yeah, because 6 and 6, yeah, so that's 3,200 megawatts for 56 grand, did I say? Yeah. So well, let's call that 50 grand then, because that's 40. So I'm getting, for an extra 10 grand, I get an extra 500. I get an extra 700 megawatts for 10 grand. Yeah. That's not bad. It's not bad. No, I think if we, I think we might start. Yeah, no, I think fusion will be the way to go, just because once we start putting fusion in, we can then just start replacing everything with fusion, and that's kind of like I know for a fact that like between 6 fusion plants it meets is more than enough power for an entirely filled out map. For a completely saturated map, 6 fusion plants is more than enough power. And that actually it's so much, it means that everything runs at about 50% capacity, I think, or even less. So we might even only need 4 fusion plants. Well, let's go nuclear for now. So let's go cheetah, and let's see. Just want to let the year run out, and then I want to see what that plant does, because things are still building and happening and stuff. Well, actually, instead of just sitting here and waiting, let's do some tree planting in the meantime. Like this. Is that a empty square right there? Oh, it's so hard to see. Nope, that's pretty useless. That doesn't tell me nothing. Okay, let's go to speed now. I think that is. So, hang on a minute. Let's go. Because if it is, I want to put a pump behind it. It was! Oh my god. Well, okay, so now we got an extra water pump. Cool. Well, then let's go over here and let's see what it's... So this is at 52% of capacity. And at 500 megawatts, that 52% of capacity is 250 megawatts. So that's already more than a coal plant. So, which is now running at about half, because there's less of a strain because of the nuclear plant. So the nuclear plant was the way to go. Are they connected? I thought did we connect up our... Did we link up our... I think I did. It's all the way over here, didn't I? I think it was over here. No! Oh my god. No, they're not linked yet. Oh! That's right. We were going to do that today. Oh my god. They're not linked? Oh, no. Okay. That is something we must do, is link up our grids. So... Oh, I don't want to build a huge bloody... But we could put it there, and what's on the other side of the river there? I think we could, if I built... Can I build like that? Raised wires? Ah, that's where it goes. Okay. That's okay. Can then I build... Oh, that's a bit awkward. Does that work? No, it doesn't. And that's not connected to anything over there. So hang on. Run this up just a little faster. I just want to see if... Okay, that's not... Oh, no, now it's connected. Okay, it is connected. Okay, so that works. Right, okay, so now we need to link this side into our grid. I think that works like that. I think. I think that's going to power... I think that's going to link it in there. Otherwise, we were going to build stuff up here, so let's actually do that. Let's do that right now. So... Oh, no, not pause. Put it on turtle. Okay, and let's go. So, oh yeah, right. We've got to bust up. Go road. Go road. So... Do we want residential up here, or do we want commercial? ¿Por qué no las dos? Let's have a little bit of both. Do that, and we'll do kind of that gimmick to... Might as well go to there, and we'll do some more residential here. And then I want to run power... I want to run a cable there. And that, for sure, will be hooked in. Unless, can I run a cable there? Oh, no, that's connecting over there. No. That just looks weird. That looks a little more janky. Actually, this looks really janky. Let's just do this, and then we'll do that. That doesn't look janky. Yeah. Okay. Makes that side look a little less janky. This side's still looking a bit, bleh. But if I just do that, can I then delete that? And we'll put some more trees back on it. But then there's no need for this one. And we'll put our trees, plant more trees. There we go. And then that's our wire coming across. So now the two grids are linked. Or will be linked. Actually, the two grids are not linked fully because this isn't linked into anywhere until we do. So we do have to do that because we want this linked into everywhere else. And that's the only way to do it. And we'll do that to give it power. Yeah. That's how that's going to play out. Right. So now we're fully taking advantage of having the microwave plant on this side because it was only at half capacity. I think. What's it at now though? Provided I can find the thing. It was over here, yeah. 56%, yeah, and that was like more than enough for this side of town. Whoa, what's that? Historic office building. Whoa, I've never seen that. I have never seen that before. That's completely new to me. So this is what I love about this game. You play this game, like I've been playing it, like I said, since I was probably since I was about 6 years old. So yeah, about 20 years. I'm still seeing new things in this game. Oh, I love that. That's what I love about this thing. So let's put some trees in here because, I mean, it looks a bit janky with the wires, but, like, hopefully we can kind of, cover them up a little bit. Make them look a little less jank. We may as well, seeing as we may as well put a water pump there because that'll still transmit power. And just take advantage of, like, a flat tile there. None of this is watered, so alright, can we delete that pipe? Don't need that pipe. And then hook that into the rest of the water grid over there, and then that's, yep, so now all of that's going to get water from here. I'll just do that. Yep. So that means that all of this is now powered and watered. And we'll put some commercial up here. And we'll put a little bit of commercial there. And I think... Wait, 1, 2... No, that's 3 there, isn't it? Yeah. May as well put another water pump there, actually. Why not? And then we'll need power, and it'll need water. Well, it'll need... We run into the grid. There we go. Just again, shore up our water supply. And then we will run a road up here. And we can connect it up like so. Cool. And that will give us access to up here. Actually, no, let's dezone that commercial and we'll make this side residential, we'll make this side commercial, I think is kind of the way to go. Well, we'll split kind of along here. So commercial, residential, like that is the way to go, I reckon. Although, not necessarily, just because, like, that's not going to get fully sort of saturated. So we may as well, yeah, you know what? Because that can all just go commercial. And we're not... 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, that works. All right. And then building up here. No, that's not gonna. So we've got to build an awkward road here, don't we? Yeah. Oh, and we need another. We need another fire. We need more fireys too. So may as well put one up here. And it's gonna say we've got no electricity. It's like, yes, I know. Calm your farm. We will get you power shortly. We got a little square there. Pop a shop in. And we'll pop some shops along here. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yep. That works. And then we can put one there. Put a couple there. And then what we don't use here, I think what we'll do is we'll put in... oh, wait a minute, because there's room I've left there to put a road in. Do we need a road there, though? Not really. May as well keep the park gimmick going. Why not? We might. I think I might put some wind farms in up here. Is what I'm going to do. Just because like it's all mostly commercial here anyway, so they don't really care. And I've got the 2 parks which will raise the values, and like yeah, and again it'll all come out in the wash that like the way we build out. You know, like just property value versus power into the grid and everything like that. That'll all work out really, really nice, I think. So, let's get a couple of wind powers, and we'll throw those in here. And along here. Now, they're not hooked into anything yet, so, yeah, it's just like nearest neighbour is all the only people that they're giving power to right now. Which is okay. Power line. So yeah, as these get built, that'll all hook itself in on that side. That will handle that one. If we just build across the street, like so, and then like that, and that handles all of that. That can take care of that all the way along. And then I think we're just going to have to we're going to have to do it. Well, yeah, we will. We're just going to have to cover this in kind of wires. It's not going to look pretty. But it'll work. It'll transmit power. What isn't connected to anything? It's that one. Now it is. So, that's still... These 2 aren't connected to it. Oh, no, they are connected to there. So that should send power all the way down the hill that way. Yes. I believe so. So yeah, they're all connected in. Which means that's wired up to there. That's hooked up. That's hooked up. That is now hooked up to these, which is now sending wire. Yeah, so now I think now that's hooked up to all of them, but what are these hooked? All right, they're getting hooked in over here. Is how that power is moving. Yes, I believe so. That was the most complicated thing I've ever done in SimCity. Let's build some trees in here, just because it kind of looks a bit butt ugly. So let's put some trees in and make it look nice. But it's worth it. Like, it's complicated, but it's worth it because it helps, boost a bit of power into our grid. It takes more of the load off of our main power plants, which need to be replaced every 50 years. Because as you've seen, wind turbines just don't. They are completely maintenance free, so they're set and forget, and that's really good. So we'll just do that. And now we've got a really pretty... Oh, wait a minute, because I don't think these are connected to each other. Right? Because I saw I built trees there. I think now that's connected. I think that's the only way. Yeah. I think that's how that had to be done. But it doesn't look so bad. Now that we put trees on that hill, that don't look so bad. Yeah, that looks alright. So now we're going to keep... I suppose we just keep on keeping on up here, don't we? Oh, how does that get electricity? From there, I think from there, and that, yeah, and then, oh, that's a bit orcs, that one. But once we build up here, that won't be a problem. Yeah, that's the only way that's going to get done. And I don't think any of this is watered either. No, it is not. It is all dry as a bone. So we'll just run a pipe up that road, and that'll supply water that way. I think we can run a pipe down this road, and that should give all of the businesses here water. I don't think wind turbines, do they need to be watered? No, they don't. They don't really care. So, yeah, that's the way to go. 2,500 bucks, because that's all now going to get water from down that pipe and down that pipe. That still might have trouble, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. What do we do back here? Let's see, because I don't want to waste that space. Do I just build a road? There. And we've got a little kind of cul-de-sac here, don't we? Which I think would be perfect for just a tiny little micro neighborhood. Just a little one, right there. Yeah. Put some power in, right there on top of the hill. Very particular. Oh, wait, you know what? Seeing as there's already wind if you're living up here, you're accepting that there's wind turbines. So if there's an extra square there, we'll throw a wind turbine in. Yeah, like if you're living here, like you know what the neighborhood is. Like this was zoned residential long after we put that in, so you know what you're getting into if you decide to live here. I'm just gonna put some trees in here just to make this all look less hideous. There we go. Yeah, see, once you put the trees in, the wires don't look quite as bad as opposed to just barren land. There we go. That's looking better already. So that's quite nice. And on the plus side, like, you know, it means it's sort of like, well, yeah, we got wind turbines out our window, but like, I mean, look at the trees as well. We got trees and wind turbines, a little bit of both, says The Sims. I mean, it wouldn't bother me at all. I think that would be an absolutely gorgeous view, having a forest and wind turbines and stuff. Wind turbines, you know, for me is like, they're a positive thing, but for Sims, they're not. So, what are you going to do? Okay. Let's keep going up here. Do I want to put more commercial in up here? How's our industrial doing? Is that all saturated in? Yeah, it is. It's all saturated in. Oh my god, that's where I should have put the fire station. No, I've already got a fire station out here. Yeah, no. We need to put one. Where did I put that on the fire station? I put it over here. I did. Yeah, no, that's cool. Cool. That's all fine. I could throw a library up here, actually. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. That road there, can that go, how far up can that go? That can go like all the way to there. And I don't want to put it all the way across, but like to there would work. Then we'll just link in these two roads. I just do that, and then we'll just build out this kind of little janky spot. And then we can put in, because I want to take advantage of this, so I might as well make this residential, actually. So that's there to there to there. And that's within 3, so that's no drama. And that's, I want to, oh, yeah, but that's not, okay, so then if I build a road to there, do I need that road then? No, I really don't. This just gives me more room there for something. Alrighty. I can do that though. That's pretty sweet. And then 1, 2, 3 along there. We'll just need power, and that'll just need power. And then we can put some commercial on the other side of it, like here. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a library up here, aren't I? Yeah, so I can build one right there. Oof, got a fly in here. Alright. That looks pretty good. Getting all the monies. Let's keep going with the residential here. And then we can fill it in over here. Oh, go away. Bloody... Ugh. Something's flown in here. That's gonna be a great little distraction for me. Can I build one? I mean, I could just do to there, can't I? I think with that one, 1, 2. Oh, yeah, that's a bit orcs, but whatevs. Oh, I want to build a road. Is it worth it though? Oh, really? No, I don't think it really is. That's cool. That's worth doing. And then, do I want to put a commercial district down here? Don't suppose why not. Again, put little tuck shops and stuff there for the industrial people. I think that'll be a good idea. Or do I want to put? Ooh, do I want to put a bus stop there? Just to kind of like alleviate this traffic. Yeah, might as well. Bus depot. We'll throw it right there. And then that'll all need powering, which is easy enough because we'll just run a wire across the road and that'll power that all up. And then we can run. Well, what we'll do is, because we're going to put wind power up here, aren't we? So everywhere that we can't, wait, 1, 2, we can put commercial there. Everywhere that we kind of like can't really put, anything else, we'll just throw wind power. On this particular hill, this will be the wind power. On this particular mountain, this will be the wind power mountain. Mountain of power! That's what this will be. Nice. Alright, power lines, and then we'll just hook those all into each other. And into the grid. And run the power that way, and that all the way up that hill. Should be quite nice. No, not quite, because that still needs power. So if I do, well, I need to do that, and then that. I still need a janky one, don't I? Still need a janky one. If I do that though, that should solve that. That solves that problem. And that was the only one that had a problem. So yeah, well, that and that one. Yeah, this solves both of those problems quite nicely. That's a wire. That's not doing anything because it's not connected anywhere. So if I just do that, I think, wait, what's it connected to? Oh, it's connected to that square there. Yeah, so that's how that's got to be to get all of that going. Okay, cool. Now it just needs watering. So let's get a pipe. We'll run a pipe up here. And might as well run one up here. Oh, there's already a pipe running up here. Right. Okay, so we've got a pipe running up here. We'll run the pipe up and under there. And that should more or less take care of our water needs for all of that, I hope. If I hook that in there, yeah. So that should take care of all the water needs up here. Yeah, because that's all connected in. Should plumb all of that in quite nicely. And then let's let that speed up and build out just to make sure that I haven't missed anything. So that's, yep, that's all getting built because commercial and residential needs are really, really high. So as like things get power and water, they're just, yeah, look, they're just all taken off. And traffic here isn't super bad because that bus depot's going. It's going gangbusters, which is really nice. I might actually build another one over here. Just to make sure that, like, just to help alleviate this. Oh no, the traffic's not too bad. Look, you can see the traffic here is more or less kind of dropped off. So yeah, people are taking that bus to everywhere they need to go. So that's kind of nice. I assume, okay, so it's never explicitly explained, but I assume bus depots are just work the same way in SimCity as they do in real life. Like a bus depot isn't a bus stop. Bus stops, I'm guessing like that's because that's outside of my direct control. The bus depot the bus company is kind of organized its own bus stop. So like from between, so this bus depot might run a bus up along this street, and there'll be bus stops, all the way along it and stuff like that, and along there and up here and all that sort of stuff. So it's not just saying we're driving our bus from here to the next bus depot, which is over here. And it's like, yeah, I don't think it's worrying about pathfinding quite that much, but geez, that traffic is getting intense. How many people take the bus? So there's 17 bus stops with 68 buses, and we're getting 3,000 passengers a day on the party bus. Cool. So yeah, that's all filled in quite nicely. And is everybody getting water? No, that's not getting watered. So I think we've got to run a pipe all the way down there to get water there, and that's not getting water. That might need. Does that need water? What is that? Is that commercial there? It is commercial there, so it does need water. So we need to run a pipe up the hill, and that should then link in. Yep, that's sorted that out quite happily. Is that? What is that? Is that another power? Oh, all right. I technically could have put commercial there, but no, whatever. It's fine. Alrighty, let's fill in this hill with trees. Look at that. Oh, it really makes the difference putting in the trees. Yeah. I hope the bus system's working. I mean, it looks like it's working. I mean, that was getting really busy, and now look, there's only little bits of intensity right at the intersection, which is like, you're never going to alleviate that, because then if you put a heap of bus stops there, then instead of it being a traffic jam of individual cars, it's a traffic jam of buses, and that's not helping. That's not alleviating the situation. You're just changing the players that are causing the problem. So, not to mention, like, it's just an extra, spending of money that I don't, it's just, I'd be spending money to create a traffic jam, which is just not worth doing. So, putting our trees in. That looks really nice. Like that. Yeah, that looks really good. Fill that all out. Put some trees over here too. Now that all of this is kind of fleshed out. There we go. Can't forget over here. Yeah, that's looking good. So, put some trees over here now. I think this idea of like putting trees in as we go along is kind of the way to go. Just because, like, as we build out, then it just looks pretty every time we go. Like, every time we come back, it just gets better and better and better looking. Instead of it just being like buildings and barren land. Although I am a fan of alliteration, so buildings and barren land kind of tempts me to stop planting trees, because the alliteration would be worth it. Although, I mean, we got a lot of tall buildings, so we could go towers and trees. There we go. Having alliteration the other way. That works. Yeah. I think I'll throw a park there. Just to, make that extra nice. Sort of like, you're right out on the edge. I suppose that, there are people you see that in housing estates. Like, people will buy into a housing estate and they like being out on the edge, because then you look out into your backyard and there's like, whoa, there's just nothing. So they're probably doing that, office building, you look out and it's just empty all the way out to the horizon. And I think, I imagine like that's quite a view in and of itself, I guess. Put a tree there, put a park there, and I think people like that. And then I think we could build a road here. Oh, right, yeah, because we can put stuff here, so we might run a road this way anyway. But before we do any of that, we'll have to expand out into here, and I think I might... Well, I want to expand out to here next, so I think we might be done for here. We'll just leave that hill kind of empty for now, but not without putting in some trees here, because I don't think that will be completely necessary, so that's good. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that looks so nice. Let's look around it just to make sure we got everything. Yeah, we did. I think we did. Oh, not quite. That can go a little bit more. And a little bit more over there. Oh, look at that. We did miss a spot. I thought we did. There we go. Just put a little extra in. Like that. Go around. Ooh, that looks really nice now. Yeah. Brilliant. Look at that. Ooh, but look at that traffic. Oh my god. Yep. Part of it is like you should be able to alleviate traffic with highways as well, but like highways don't... it doesn't alleviate traffic because highways don't take cars off the road. It just provides more space for cars to move along. But you can effectively accomplish like the same thing by building two roads side by side, because that's what a highway is, as far as I know. It's like, it's two lanes. So you got 2 lanes going forward, 2 lanes going backward. And so like you could accomplish the same thing with these and having, 1 lane that way, 1 lane that way, and doing it the other way. And it also, it adds pollution because, again, you're putting more cars on the road, and Sims don't like pollution. So, like, if you... Oh, I knew I missed the spot. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's looking really nice. Look at that. Alrighty. How are we doing? How are we doing on all of our fire response is good. Healthcare is good. Need more schools. Okay. Right. So we need more schools. Yeah. Okay. Oh, right. That's right. I was going to put water pumps in here, wasn't I? Let's do that. That's right. That was the plan for here the whole time. Oh, but then we're going to have that awkwardness again, aren't we, with power? How do we power it? Well, that one's not too hard to power because I can just run straight down there. It's janky. It's going to be janky, but it's whatever. It's always going to be a bit janky, isn't it? Okay, so let's get our power lines and we'll start figure. Well, hang on a minute. I can just run power there, and that handles those two, and then I can run power to there, and that takes care of those two. There we go. Yeah, in a V formation, that works. Yeah, and then I just put a wire to there, and that takes care of that. I'll put one here too, so that's running power up that way. And do that. There we go. Have a nice little like X. All wires lead to lead to this pump. Now we just got to hook them all into the grid, like so. So, oh, that one's already hooked in. Well, we'll just run a pipe down the hill. That hooks them up, and then we'll run a pipe down to here. Again, all pipes lead to here, and then we'll just make sure that that's piped in there. Nice. There we go. That's far less complicated. And then now we can start. Now that we've saturated that, let's start filling it in with trees. Yes. Yes. Oh, wait, is there a spot? Is there an empty spot right there? Because if there is... No, it's not a flat square. No. So, let's just keep going with the trees. There we go. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Oh, because we've got a spot up here. We've still got this bit of the hill to kind of deal with, don't we? Could throw another school up there. Oh, well, no, because I bet you where they really want the school is probably over here, eh? Yeah. I can't really... There's nowhere to, like, put it besides if I, like, ran a road out. I don't want to do that. I don't really want to do that. I could put the school up here, though, and that's, like, the ideal spot for a school. It just puts two in kind of a neighborhood, and I'd rather spread the schools out and have a school per neighborhood kind of a thing, or at least school per sort of area is kind of how I'd like to have it. There we go. Oh, is that flat? No, they're not flat. Okay, so it's like it's flat. Put a water pump in because this is water pump hill. Actually, I like that idea. We got water pump hill and we got we got wind turbine hill. Right, that's nice. I like that idea. Yeah, that's a good balance. There we go. Putting the trees in. Oh, that's really lovely. Is that a bed and breakfast? They are bed and breakfast. Look at that. Well, I just made this bed and breakfast like the hot spot to come. Because look at this. You got your water pumps, which look great, nestled in amongst the trees. Having omelets. I don't know what they serve it. I know eggs are typically served at a bed and breakfast. I've never been to a bed and breakfast, like, simply because I'm not old enough. Like, I feel like a bed and breakfast is a thing you do with, your significant other in your mid-30s. And I've just barely, I'm just comfortably entering my mid-20s. So, yeah, I'm just not old enough to have experienced a bed and breakfast yet. But I hope to reach that age. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to get that old. No, that'd be nice. I'm not going to say no to being in my mid-30s with a significant other and saying, "Come on, darling, let's go off into the hills and we'll find ourselves a lovely little bed and breakfast to spend the weekend. Wouldn't that be nice?" Oh yes, that'd be very nice. Like, yeah, that would be that's exactly what I'd like to do in my mid-30s. I'm not going to say no to that. Alrighty. So, as long as it's not the one from Groundhog Day. It's like a bed and breakfast is something you want to do for a weekend. I don't want to spend friggin' like 9 years at a bed and breakfast. Alrighty, that all looks pretty good now. I think we've pretty thoroughly done for there. Let's get the school situation sorted out, because this is now kind of starting to, like, in my own brain, it's like, you need a school. You know, with a little bit of, like, tinkering, just to, honestly, to make this mountain a little taller, putting the school right there is actually not a bad kind of compromise, because, you know, you come down the road, it's on the way. Like, it instead of it being a school in a residential neighborhood, it's a school on the way to, like, so I'm just thinking about parents. Like, parents, let's say that they work in either in the commercial district here or they work in the industrial area here, right? If you're living up here, instead of taking this crazy busy road, right, you're taking this not very busy road for most of the part, and it's an easy breezy drive, and then you can drop your kids off here and then go on your way to work. Right? Or I mean, okay, it's a little less convenient if you work here because, like, you've got to overshoot, drop the kids off, turn around, come back. But even then, that's an empty road. So it's not even like you're stuck in traffic having to do that. So, yeah, these are the narratives that I mean, I don't it's not true at all. I don't actually know how, like, placement of schools affects anything. But, nope, well, okay, that happens. That just happens. Yeah, okay. That's the problem with, like, level terrain and stuff. Like, that's just what happens sometimes. Oh, no, not a bus depot. I want road. There we go. Just problem solved again. And we'll go back to level terrain because we need one more here. There we go. 3x3. School. Boom. Just like that. Let's power it. And I think there's a pipe running up that hill, isn't there? Well, there is now. Oh, right, no, there wasn't because we deleted it, maybe. Well, okay, now it's powered and watered, and that should be getting power any moment. Because it's, yep, so there we go, and there's our school. So, yeah, and look at that. Automatically, actually, I think that's exactly how it works. I mean, I created that narrative in my head because that's part of the fun of SimCity, is like you build these narratives of, like, how your Sims are living their lives. Okay, education. Educational services are adequate. Okay, we're happy now. But yeah, you build these narratives, like, you know, of like what your Sims are doing and how they live their lives, and that's why, you know, it gives you that kind of incentive as to, like, why you're doing what you're doing. Like, why are you putting a school there? Why are you putting a fire station there? Blah 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 blah. Well, it's because for all of these reasons. It benefits the city. And look at this. Look, I mean, I'm not wrong. Look, it gets busy, then it stops getting busy. Like, people are dropping their kids off on the way to school. Like, that's on the way to work. Like, that's how that's working. So, great. It means that road's getting used, which is good because besides having businesses on it, it justifies having the road there at all. Because I'm paying for that road. I am paying for that road and for its maintenance, and this justifies me paying for it. Okay. But we do have, I'm just looking at the road grid now, we kind of have a mix of, like, Sydney and Melbourne, because Sydney is completely organic and its road network is a mess. And that's not just me being a Melbourneite being like, oh, suck it, Sydney. You ask Sydney-siders and they're like, no, our road network, like, genuinely sucks. That is, like, the number one complaint, like, that from people who live in Sydney. And then Melbourne, actually, no, you know what it is? Yeah, no, Melbourne, the further out you go from the CBD, the more kind of janky it gets. But Sydney grew organically. It was sort of like they just put roads wherever it was convenient for them to put roads when they were building the road. Our road network in the suburbs is intentionally janky to prevent through traffic, to have quiet neighborhoods and stuff like that. But it also means that our road network is kind of a mess out, like, the further out you go from Melbourne. Which is, like, you know, just, you just have all this extra road kind of for no reason that kind of goes nowhere, and little cul-de-sacs and stuff like that. Yeah, and it just creates just kind of a mess of roads the further out you go. Whereas the CBD looks like this; it's all squares, and it's like, oh, I do like the CBD for just that reason. Okay, so commercial's still through the roof. We could put something there, actually, can't we? We could one. So we could put a little commercial there. Why not? Little commercial next to the school there, and then it should be, yeah, it'll get water from this. We'll get power from this, so that'll just build out quite nicely there, won't it? Yeah. And then one, two, you put one there too, and that's you're gonna get its same benefit. Yes. Yeah, that'll work quite nicely actually. And then we can just run a road all the way down here, and that'll connect into whatever we decide to build here. So, and then we've got one, so I can just build here and here. And actually, how far? That is actually as far as I want that. So I'm going to just build the road there to remind myself. Okay. And yeah, that is, wait, one, two. I think I can technically, what speed are we at? That's what I thought. 1, 2, 3. That's as far as that'll go. But that's pretty thoroughly saturated now, which is pretty cool. And then, in keeping with the theme of this mountain, pop a power plant right there. And we... how do we run power? Because we will run power like to there, and then... Actually, can we just... I'm going to do that. It's a little awkward, but like eventually when we spread out to here, those will all get eaten up by properties. So that's fine. Then this will be all good. Alrighty. So we still need to power these hills. But if we do that and that takes care of that, that takes care of that, and that takes care of that. Okay, yeah. No, we don't have to do anything crazy over there. Cool. But we will need to water them because, yeah, that's going to get a running down there, but I don't think that's going to get any water. That should be getting water from that, but this will get no benefit because it's just too far away. That is surprising that that's not getting any water, but now it's getting water, so it's fine. Okay. Oh, wow, the servo with no water. Ooh, it's kind of like the pub with no beer. You need water. Right. Yeah, that should all grow in quite nicely. Yeah. So what's next? I think I do like the look of that school right there. That kind of looks pretty sick, actually. Just kind of like up on a hill. Like, I mean, can you imagine being out on the playground at this joint? Like, that's just kind of wild. And it's a multi-story too. So like, you're sitting in a classroom. Like, geez, this is going to be like this will probably be the school with A- grade. Oh, that's across the entire network though. But like, I feel like this would be the hardest school to learn in just because the view would be insane. I feel like, but that's okay. You know what? This will be the art school. This is where the arty kids will go because I reckon they'll look out the window and they'll be inspired to draw and create and do all kinds of wonderful things. So this is where like the architects and the artists will all come from. They'll come from this school here. So that's cool, you know. And then they'll also, and then of course, you know, no school is absolute. So like one kid will look out and see the wind turbine and be like, I want to be an engineer. So there'll be like a whole bunch of arty kids and they're one engineer friend. Is how that'll work. Oh boy, that'll make for a great, you know, like kind of like graduation photo. You know, got all these, you know, kind of like arty kids in their you know, their clothes, and then you got the engineering kid in his suit and tie. That'll be a cool school reunion. So there we go. That's the story of that school. That's the art school. Can you rename individual schools? No, I don't think you can. Yeah, no, I don't think you can. If we renamed it, because I was thinking we just call that the art school, but if we did, I don't think I think that would rename the entire, but why not then call it party school? they're party schools. That's the school you go party in Party Town. All right. Yeah, cool. That looks really nice like that. May as well finish out this mountain though. What do we want to do? What do we want to do here? Because if we run that road all the way down, We can build here and here. So the only spot, okay, so the only spot then would be there, wouldn't it? And we threw. So if we threw a power plant there, I mean, we would eventually build out to here, and we could put something there, but like, nah, it's not worth putting a commercial property there and having it not do anything until then. So we'll just run a wire up there. Yeah, and then that'll power that, and then that's and so then we can build commercial here, and actually, let's build out this side as well. Oh, that is actually perfect. That would, yeah. So then we just need to, we'll need to power and water it, but we were going to run a road here, weren't we? So, that creates, no, it doesn't create a power problem because we just build it across the street and then run it down the hill like so. Oh, how do we power that though? No, we power it off of that. How does that get powered? Like so, I guess. That's the only way that'll work. And then let's get pipes. We'll run a pipe all the way up. And that should water everything connected to that road. And let's run a pipe down here just so that we know that that's getting watered in the future. See, now that kind of opens up this for development. 3, yeah. What do we want to put up here? Oh, that's right. I was going to put the road there, wasn't I? Yeah, which we don't really need to now, do we? Yeah. If I do that, and then 1, 2, 3, those should get built. Yeah. And then we got one little awkward left over, but I think I'm not going to put a power plant on this side. I think I'm going to put a park. Yeah, I'll put a park there. Because it's good for property values. And then wait, 1, 2, I think we can put a house there. No, there. Yeah. Okay, and then that's a road. So 1, and then 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. And that's 1, 2, 3. And then we've still got 2 little awkward spots here. But I think we're just going to put parks here. Because this is the residential side of the hill, and they do care. So, yeah, why not? And again, I like parks. Parks are nice. So, now we just got to power and water them. So that can be powered like that. Those 2 are taken care of. And that'll run power all the way down the hill that way. And we need to do that to get to that because that's just an awkward block. And that's all going to get powered by that. And then there's water running all the way down there. But that doesn't take care of the pipe, the people there. Wow, that's completely unwatered. Holy moly. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, well, now it is. Okay, so we just run that. That should... Oh, right, that park isn't going to get watered, but now it's going to get watered because that should all fill out, I suspect. Well, let's speed it up and make sure. Oh, what is? Charge of the other coal plant. Okay, yep. Okay, well, that's all running at speed, so that's good. Okay, so coal plant is going to go. So this one here. So let's see where we're at. See how it's worked out. So that's at 58%. That's at 53%. So we still need something here. But what is, now that we've linked in our grids as well, what's the microwave plant at? 56%. So we have a lot of like room in the grid to grow. I reckon I'm going to take a chance. I'm just going to ditch the plant and I'm not going to replace it with anything. Because I think between the nuclear plant and the microwave plant, we don't, and of course all of our wind turbines, I don't think we need it. I'm going to do this and then we'll see if we have rolling blackouts. If we end up with blackouts... No, I don't think we are. We're not getting a notification saying power shortage reported. I think everything's going along quite nicely. Yeah, I think it's all kind of going along. year. Let's just let the year run out and see what happens. Okay. As we'll see, whatever. Education's good. Healthcare is good. Fire is good. Coppers are happy. Ordnance is happy. What's the tax? Let's raise taxes. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. They're giving me parades. They love me, so I don't need to. All right. So now let's see where our 64% of capacity. So yeah, we still haven't even saturated the microwave plant, and that's got an increase. So we've shunted out, but now we've kind of moved over completely to clean power, which is great. Yeah, cool. That's going to help a heap with pollution. If we do this, can we look at pollution? We can. I think it's that one. Yeah, that's pollution. So yeah, that was where we had a lot of pollution. Well, that's our industrial areas are pretty polluting, but that's all that's polluting is the industrial areas. And even then, look at the pollution. It's really not that bad. It's not like the darker it gets, the worse it is. So that's pretty good. That's pretty. That means we're running a pretty clean town. How's crime? Yep, mostly in. Okay, that's interesting. It's mostly okay. So that's in the residential area there, but there's not too much. Not too bad over here. Okay, so it seems to be mostly around the port, which is like, all right, cool. Land values. I don't know how to read that map. That's the one map I don't know how to read is the land value map. Firepower, yeah. So that's our yeah. That's where it all is. So that's nice. And that's oh, I see. And that you can place it. Yeah, yeah. If you click that, you can just have a look at how it all is on here. So I think if we just then go over crime, yeah, that shows you where it all actually is. So let's go to pollution then. Yeah, yeah. And you can see here, it's like exactly where you thought it would be, which is in the industrial areas. So yeah, that makes sense. Alrighty. Cool. So we've gone totally green. Wait, why is that not getting... because it's not saturated out yet. Right. I'll do a thing there. Because that's watered now, so that should now... Yeah, that's exactly it. So it was just because, like, some blocks were powered and some blocks were watered, but no one block was both powered and watered. I think was the problem there, and that's now solved it. But we've also, like, the beauty of, like, getting rid of that coal plant is we've actually, like, drastically lowered the cost of maintenance on our electrical plant, because we only have to spend, say 15 grand on this. Well, yeah, we'll have to spend, 15 grand on that and 28 grand on the plant, but we're not actually spending an extra 4 grand on another coal plant or an extra 15 grand on building an extra nuclear power plant. At least for the next 50 years. I think those two will probably they'll probably get saturated in the next 50 years. And or are we currently having power problems now? Have we we might have actually saturated them. Which, if we have, no dramas, yep, that's at 65. But remember the last time that's at 59, I think we might be running into some power problems. Hang on, let's zoom out. Let's see if it was just localized to there, it means that those wires aren't hooked up. But if we've got power problems across town, it means we actually do have an electrical problem. No, I think it's just because those wires aren't connected into anything. So, okay, well, let's go and sort that problem out. So, why are you not getting any electricity? That's connected to there. Or is that not connected to anything? It might not be connected to anything. Okay. Could we run a wire that way? Because this bit's powered. And will that solve that power problem? Or yes, it did. Okay, so that wire's not going anywhere apparently. All right. Okay, I thought it was, but obviously it's not. So okay, well let's fill that tree. Let's fill this in with trees, and I think we'll probably call it there actually for today. So we'll fill this in with trees. make it all look really nice. Why is that not getting built on? It's weird. You know what? I don't care. I want to put a park there anyway. So, because that also means I can get rid of this and then put more trees in. Make it look really nice. And it'll increase land values and things, and people like that, so it all works out in the end. Alrighty. Let's keep the trees going. So normally, like what I said was that I wasn't going to stream on Saturday and Sunday, but tomorrow we might be doing a stream because some of the other members of the Pint Party gang, some of the other Gimmick gang members were had an idea for a stream, and so we might try and do it. But I mean, we want to do, we want to have cameras involved and stuff like that. So I have no idea how it's going to look, whether it's going to work or not. I haven't even figured out. I haven't even sat down and really thought about the logistics of it. So no idea if any of this is going. I have no idea if it'll work, if it'll look good or anything. I mean, honestly though, I'm excited to try it though, because I want to use the house party chat app thing. Just because, like, I don't know, I feel a connection. Why? I wonder why. Why do I feel connected to an app called House Party? Right? Maybe because we share a name. No, that can't be it. No. Why would you be so shallow, John? So yeah, actually, I'm gonna put a park there too, because that's cool. Although that might cause us power problem. No, because we can just run a wire that way. Yeah. Alrighty, and then let's get that going. But yeah, so we're going to try that tomorrow. It'll be in the afternoon. So if you want to come along and watch that, that'd be cool. We'll send out notifications and stuff, and we'll let you know when we're going. And we're also recording. Tomorrow's also we're going to be recording tomorrow, which will be great. Get another episode out. So keep an eye out on your podcast feeds. Next Tuesday, we'll have another episode of Pint Party out for you, which would be really, really good. Alrighty, so we'll just run out to there for now. I don't even know if I'm going to keep that. I might flatten that out. Just again, it's a bit awkward. We got nothing to put on it. I've been putting statues and stuff on those because they're funny. But that's kind of all the trees I want to put in, because I don't want to put too many trees in because we might end up deleting them and stuff like that. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Can we put trees up here? Just feel like no, we could put some up there. I suppose, yeah, it's just the awkward corners is where you kind of can't put trees in, I guess. So, yeah, I think that's about as good as that's going to get. But, what's that? Because what do we get here? Grade C+. Statistics are total for all city libraries. So that's C+. Where's our museum? It's over here, isn't it? Here we go. Oh, right. Okay. So it just gives us attendance and exhibits. It doesn't give us any, But is that the museum of the Gimmick? Yeah, the Gimmick History Museum. Yeah, that's right. That's what I figured. So yeah, all schools are called Party School. Okay, cool. So, yeah. Alrighty, I think that's it for today. We have a look. Let's zoom out and look at that. Look at that. Once you zoom out, look at this. Oh my god, that's just lush. But that now sticks out like a sore thumb. Well, actually, how are we doing for schools? Now we've added in extra stuff. Fire response is good. Healthcare is good. Educational services are good. I have no advice this time. Yeah, because I'm giving you all your money. You don't say nothing. You got no advice. Okay, cool. So I think that's that. Yeah, that's all looking really good. Got heaps of power, and we've saved some money on power. So we've managed to optimize our power grid, which is great. And then look at that. Look where the power, where the allotted land for power is. It really sticks out, doesn't it? I'm going to leave that blank though, because we might put in, because I reckon if we put in once we kind of hit, once we've fully kind of built this out, we will need fusion plants. And I reckon fusion plant, 1, 2 there, and then 1, 2 there would kind of sort out our power, I reckon. I know I said 6, but I think 4 should do it. See, because before I wasn't doing maths. I just put in 6, and then nobody ever complained about power ever since. So, the important thing, as always. Oh, that lagged a little bit, and I was like, oh, I'm going to just do that again just to make sure. Okay, so I think, yeah, but look at that. Oh, it's coming in really nice. But we're going to name this half, and I don't know what we call this because that's the northern mountains and stuff, but this is over the river. It's a whole different area. We've got to call it something else, don't we? Yeah. I don't know what, though. We only got, oh no, we got 2 connections to Denman. We got 2 to Lister. Yeah, okay. So we got to move out into here, but I think because we won't be doing anything on this until maybe I don't know. See, I don't even know if I'm streaming on Monday because of things that are going on. So maybe, but Tuesday I will be streaming. So like we'll definitely finish that off. I don't know if I'm going to put a commercial, like continue with the commercial up there. I probably will though, just because look at the size of this. I probably will flesh out that with commercial, just again to have that buffer between the industrial as well. The industrial needs are starting to grow in, but I've got oodles of room to put industrial in here. And so we'll do that. We'll do probably that because the industrial need will go up. And then maybe we'll get started on commercial district here and then move into like our little kind of lake district here for residential. And then we've still got things to put in there. And again, if they need like a fire station or something, we'll put that. Actually, I think there's no hospitals. Well, there is. There's one hospital around here, isn't there? Yeah, there's one hospital there. We might put a hospital over here just to service this area when it says we need more hospitals, but we don't need more hospitals right now, so we're pretty good. Alrighty, let's zoom back out though. Look at that. Look at this. It just looks good though. Like, look at all that beautiful. Oh, it's just great. It just looks so good. But I think with that we'll call it there. And like I said, if you want to keep up with our gimmicks, follow us on Pint Party's Instagram page. That's where you'll find out if we're going live or not. Or we're also on Twitter, which is I think it's just at Pint Party, no dot, but that's for Instagram, which is pint.party. And then check us out. All right, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you like to listen to podcasts, which is our podcast, Pint Party, which is that's our main thing, is what we do, is that. So by all means, check that out. This week's episode's pretty good. It's the first time we did online, actually, entirely online, social distancing, all of it. So it's please listen to it and send us feedback. Tell us what you think. I think it sounds pretty good. Like, I was actually very surprised at the sound quality of it. I really thought, I knew I was going to sound okay because I'm recording all local here with a nice microphone and everything like that. But I was really worried about people who are calling in to and their sound quality. But Ricky's got really good microphones at his place, and that's translating really well over because we're using Discord to talk to each other, and the sound quality coming in over Discord is fantastic. And Michael sounded like he was talking on a telephone because I'm pretty sure he was talking on a telephone. So that probably will get fixed. I think he's probably looking into investing in his own microphones and stuff like that. But that's just never something that Michael's needed to do because he works in radio. Like, anytime he wanted a microphone, it was usually needed to be connected to a radio tower. So it's just having a microphone at home wasn't a thing. But I think he might be looking into that. Or if he isn't, we'll probably help him out with making suggestions and stuff. But he probably knows more about what microphone to get than I do personally. Because I come from a video editing background, so cameras and stuff were more what I focused on. But he's been a radio guy for as long as I've ever known him. But until so tomorrow maybe a stream, but no guarantees, because the technical aspect of it is something I have to I've thought about and mulled over, but I don't know if it's going to work until we actually try it. But Monday is probably not. I don't think I'm going to be streaming on Monday, but from next Tuesday, definitely we're going to be back in Party Town next Tuesday, and we're going to work on this. Oh my god, it's honestly kind of become the best part of my day is streaming SimCity 2000. I've absolutely liked it. But until then, this has been I'm John. This has been Pint Party. Cheers.